Hello friends, welcome to your 30-minute upper body strength workout. My name is Lene and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 3 of the Quickfire Express challenge. All you need is a flat surface to work on, a clear view of your screen, and of course, some dumbbells. Now, as per usual, my weights are up on the screen for you to reference, but feel free to go heavier or lighter than me depending on what you're feeling like, how strong you're feeling, or based on what equipment you have available to you. With that being said, because this is an express program, there's no warm-up cooldown included, just so we can really get in there and make the use of all of our time. But if you would like some of those, I've popped both a warm-up and a cooldown in the description for you to make use of if that is what you need. Other than that, let's get moving. Alrighty friends, we're gonna start with crossover rows. So I have my 7.5 kg, 16 pounds. We're gonna send a good, decent bend in those hips. From here, we're gonna cross the dumbbells over one another and then pull them into our back pockets. And as we release again, you're gonna switch which side crosses over. Keeping our spine nice and neutral. Really getting the stretch in the back of the shoulder blades. Today we're working in supersets, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll repeat each superset twice through. And I'll give us a good 30-second rest between unique supersets just to reset the muscles and get our equipment in order. Great job. Okay, continuing with the back, we're gonna drop those weights. If you wanna go heavier, feel free. I'm gonna grab 10 kgs or 22 pounds per dumbbell. Flipping the palms away, we're gonna return back to that bent over position, tracing the dumbbells down the legs, and then pulling into your tummy. So release, feel the stretch along the sides of the back, and then pull nice and high. Good, elbows go straight back, triceps skimming the ribs. Let it relax. Cool. We're gonna repeat that from the top just one more time per exercise. So, there goes a rogue weight. Whoops. Feel free to go heavier if you felt like the weight you chose before was too light. But right into it, we're gonna do the crossover rows again. Extend and bring it back. Good, really lengthen through the sides of your neck. Try not to bring those shoulders up towards your ears. Roll the shoulder blades back and down, really lengthen. Whew, drop it, twist it if you need. Warming up here. Getting right into one of the biggest parts of the upper body, which is the back. So heart rate is gonna come up into reverse grip rows. I'm gonna stay with this weight. All done. Good, can you see how my elbows aren't coming out here? We're keeping them nice and tucked. Keep your breathing steady and really squeeze at the top. Hold it for a second before you extend back down. Well done. First superset. complete. We're gonna move on to something completely new. So I have given you a little bit of extra rest just to recoup the muscles. So for this, we only need 1 dumbbell. I'm gonna keep my 7.5 kgs, 16 pounds. Now we're gonna get into a nice supported lunge here, propping your elbow onto your knee. From here, you're gonna grab the dumbbell, extend, lengthen down, big exhale, bring it into your belly. Drop it down and row. Well done. Again, the tricep is nice and tight towards those ribs, so we're not flaring out our elbow out here. We're not starting a lawnmower, right? We're flipping the palm so that it's facing the shin. Extend down, skim the tricep across the rib as you row up. Drop it down. Okay, 15 seconds, shake it out. We're gonna switch now to the other side. Give yourself a generous distance between your feet. If you try and come into a lunge down here while walking a tightrope, you're gonna feel very unstable. So give some good distance between those feet to get you nice and grounded. Inhale down, exhale when things are hard. So always when you feel like you're exerting the most energy, that is when you give me a beautiful exhale. And drop it. All right, one more time on each side, and then we'll move on. Good job. Get yourself nice and grounded here, and really focus on dropping the shoulder blade down, and then as you pull up, retract it back, keeping length in the side of your neck the entire time. But at no point should the weight be out of our control. So even as I'm extending down, I'm doing so with a lot of control and purpose. I'm not just letting the weight fall down. Can you see how that has the risk of just popping my shoulder? We don't want that. So many benefits of controlling the entire movement here. Awesome. One more time on the other side, and then we will move on to some shoulders. Really giving the back a nice sizzle here to start. Ready? You know the drill. One more time. Almost there. Whew, well done. A little bit of a longer break for you. Pop that weight down, maybe grab some water if you need. We're gonna move on to some shoulders. So the first exercise is gonna be a shoulder press, and the second one is gonna be around the world. So for shoulder presses, you can go relatively heavy. Around the world, I suggest going light. So shoulder presses, I think I'm only gonna do 5s. It's been a while since I've worked my shoulders. This is 11 pounds per dumbbell. Palms facing away, slightly tuck the elbows in, big exhale, lift up, slowly control down Bringing those elbows just to shoulder height, not dropping them any lower. We want to keep the shoulders working just a little bit here. Well done. And as we press overhead, try to make sure that your top of your rib is knitted down towards the top of your hip. So sometimes we start to do this, we arch the back because we're going too heavy. We want to make sure we tuck everything under to keep those abs engaged. Well done. Okay, drop the weight. Grab something lighter. Highly suggest going lighter for around the world. They are deceptive. Okay, so what's gonna happen here, I have my 2 kgs, that's 4.5 pounds, palms facing out. Slight bend in those elbows as you draw a big circle up and down. Control, especially as you go down. Lengthen through the sides of your neck. You're gonna start to feel this on the front part of that shoulder. Give me a smile. I know a lot of people don't like training upper body. If that's you, well done for being here anyway, because training all parts of our body is very important. We don't want any imbalances here. Ooh, I'm telling you, those build. Okay, let's repeat that from the top with the shoulder presses first. If you want to go heavier, want to go lighter, remember you can always adjust the weight based on how the first set felt to you. Let's go. Relax the shoulders down. Really lengthen through the sides of the neck. Well done. See if you can get those elbows nice and straight at the top. Ooh. Well done. Okay, one more time doing those around the world. Now, shoulders are definitely a little fatigued, so don't be surprised if these burn just a tiny bit more than they did the first time. But I really want you to focus on keeping them slow, because I can easily just do this, even get my hips involved, and then it's just momentum. We don't want that. We want to recruit every single inch of those muscle fibers. Good, keeping the weights, drawing the circle just in front of your body, not straight out from the sides. Feeling those shoulders, oh yeah. Well done. All right, friends, we are going to take a little bit of a longer break here, as I promised. Next up, we're gonna do a tricep. So we're gonna do some biceps, hammer curls, as well as concentration curls. Hammer curls, we're gonna do 1.5 reps. So if you've been with me before, you know what 1.5 reps look like. You're gonna curl up all the way, down halfway, back up, and then all the way down. Palms facing each other, keeping the triceps nice and tucked towards your waist. Let's go. Up all the way, halfway, hold it here. Back up, all the way down, get those elbows nice and straight. Good, I want you to promise me that all the motion is coming from those elbows and not because you're swinging the weights around, especially at the start of that rep. We're not swinging it up. Well done. Good job, friends. Okie dokes. Next up, concentration curls. So we're gonna come now again into that nice lunge position that I showed you earlier. From here, palm facing your shin. You're gonna keep your elbow exactly where it is, and we're gonna curl that dumbbell up towards the chest and straighten down. Now, really the most important thing here is that elbow is not moving, all right? We are completely just recruiting that bicep, just like that. If you need, you can also brace yourself against a wall if the lunge is too much, and do the exact same thing. Comes down to personal preference. I'm happy with either one as long as that elbow is not moving. Drop it, shake it, switch it. We're gonna do the other side. Are you ready? Let's go. Some isolation work here. Getting that pump going. Squeezing the dumbbell as close to that chest as possible, and then extending that elbow nice and straight. Working through a full range of motion here together.
När jag stiger ut, pulsen slår. Känner jag dragningskraften.
Ooh, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pumped. Yay! Back to the top, starting with the 1.5 rep hammer curls. Flying through this workout. We're gonna be done before you know it. Okay, ready? Hammer curls, you know the drill. We're gonna curl up all the way, controlled halfway. Hold it here for a second. Back up and down. Now, stance really comes down to you if you wanna stand straight like this. I like standing like this sometimes, a staggered stance, because it makes me feel more cool. You know, it's always what you see in the gym when you see these gym videos. People are like, and they got the stance going and it just looks so cool. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes it also just makes the exercise feel a little bit more interesting. Ooh, raise your hand if you're feeling a bicep pump. I am. Okay, we're gonna do the concentration curls. I'm gonna start on the other side or the opposite side just because I can. You don't have to, you can stay on the exact same side that you did first. Well done. Really, really try and keep that elbow pointed down towards the ground the entire time. Oh my goodness, my biceps feel so pumped. This exercise, honestly, underrated. Do not see enough people including this in bicep days. And if you do it right, it burns. Whew. Great job. Let's switch it out. Getting a party going here. I can feel the endorphins. Ah, this is why strength training is so good. This gets all those feel-good endorphins and hormones flowing. Makes you feel strong, building good muscle. What's not to love, you know? You could be doing anything right now, and you're doing this. So good on you. Sometimes it's hard to make time for ourselves and to prioritize our health, our fitness, our mood. So I'm very, very proud of you for showing up today. Being here, building muscle. releasing some steam. My word, well done. Okay, that tricep is complete. We're gonna move on to another tricep now, more chest and triceps focused. Exercise 1 is gonna be a tricep push-up. So no weights needed, we're gonna drop to the ground. Feel free to go on knees or toes. The most important thing here is for a tricep push-up, we're gonna have those elbows skim past our ribs. So we're not going out like this. We're coming back with the elbows. Again, if you wanna go on your knees, feel free. Just make sure we're not crossing the ankles. Keep those hips in line by just having the shins float parallel to each other. Just like so. Or you can lift up onto your toes. Really making sure we exhale as we push the ground away and fully lock out those elbows. Extend the arms through their full range of motion here. Great job. Okay, grab your dumbbells. I'm gonna grab 5s or 11 pounds. We're gonna flip over and do some skull crushers. Now, if you wanna use just 1, you totally can, like so. If you wanna use 2, you also can. Extend those dumbbells up above. We're gonna keep the elbows where they are as we bend the dumbbells down towards the temples. Big exhale. Extend and straighten. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze those triceps. Feel the stretch as you bend. You should feel the back of your arm. Really have a good stretch and tension there. Oh, I hate training triceps. It's personal. Not pet peeve, but it's just not my favorite. I'm gonna be real, but it's fine. We're here. It's part of the arms. They also deserve to be strong. Okay, grab heavier weights if you have that available to you. 10s for me, that's 22 pounds. We're gonna do chest presses on the floor. Elbows tucked in slightly. Big exhale. Send those arms up, squeeze the chest together. Inhale, lower. Nice and controlled. Chest is already pre-fatigued also a little bit from the tricep push-up. So if you're shaking or you feel weaker, it makes sense. Woo! Well done. Roll it up. We have a quick transition here. We're gonna go back to those tricep push-ups. One more time through the tricep. Ooh, these muscles are definitely a little bit burnt out, but I'm gonna try and do as many as I can on my toes. And also remember, you can kind of like hybrid it up. So if you wanna lower down in plank, then drop to your knees and press up on your knees, you can. Or you can do the opposite. You can lower on your knees and press up into plank. And that is a really good way to slowly build yourself or transition yourself from kneeling into full. Oh my goodness. My triceps are not happy. Not happy, but they're happy because they know they're growing, so we're not gonna complain. Okay, skull crushers. Got my 5s, that's 11 pounds. Gonna see how many I can do with both, and then I might just drop to a single. Keeping it slow and controlled. Oh my goodness, that burn is not something I enjoy. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. I can handle a burn in my legs. I can handle a burn in my abs, but triceps, it's just like it's so weird how we have different types of lactic acid burn that we enjoy versus others that we hate. Like, you know, I can have my glutes be burning for 20 minutes without caring. But triceps, my word, 3 reps and I'm like, I'm done. Not actually. But actually. Okay, last time for those chest presses. Take these nice and heavy if you can, friends. Our chest can handle more than we think. Big exhale, straighten, inhale, lower. Come on. Give me the big exhale to help you get that weight up. Oh my gosh. My chest is on fire. All right, friends, well done. We are gonna move on to our last superset, just like that. So, hello, please don't roll away. We are going to do some more stuff on the ground, so you can stay on the ground. We're gonna do up, down, hand release push-ups. So you're gonna give me a commando, either on your knees or your toes, down, down, up, up, hand release push-up. Now my chest is so sizzled, I think I'm just gonna take these on my knees because I know my limits here. Most important thing is to fully release the hands and then press up through a strong plank here. Then when we come down into the commando, try and keep those hips nice and stable, recruit some of your core. Well done, friends. Okay, exercise B is going to be alternating renegade rows with an optional twist press. If you don't want to twist press, just alternate the renegade rows. Essentially, you're gonna row, twist, return, then other side. Row, twist, return. Also completely doable on your knees. Row, twist, back down. Otherwise, remember you can just renegade row, either on your knees or your toes. Ooh, my chest is sizzled. Ooh, all right, friends. One more time through each of those. I think our upper bodies are ready to say sayonara because yo. And you know, I realize a lot of you guys are from not South Africa, literally anywhere else. So when I say things like yo, you're probably like, what is this girl saying? So yo is like a expression of exasperation in South Africa. Everyone uses it. It's like, yo, this is hard. Or like, yo, that food was good, you know? And I just find that there's really nothing in English that kind of encapsulates yo, you know? You learn something new. Oh my gosh. My chest is so ready to be done. It says, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm making it stronger. That's what I'm doing. Are you ready for the last interval? 45 seconds of work, friends. Renegade row with a twist. The twist is optional. On your knees or on your toes. It's my chest that is giving up on me, friends. I'm gonna be real. I've been neglecting her. Ooh. Come on, 10 more seconds. Don't give up on me now. Ooh, sit it back. Stretch it out if you need. I'm feeling nice and toasty. I don't know about you, but when you are ready, pop up onto your feet because you have earned yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on the back. Well done for showing up for yourself today. Remember, I've popped a cooldown in the description if you would like one. Otherwise, thank you for working out with me. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe because I'd love to see your gorgeous face again. Other than that, this is part of a challenge, so you can find the other workouts on the playlist once they upload. If you're watching this after September, they should all be there. Anyways, I hope you have a lovely day because you do deserve it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.